so weird. When I joined the call, I could hear like beeps and stuff like that. It sounded like dial-up tones, and now every time I hit the max volume on my computer, it beeps at me. So I'm not really sure what's going on. So if at any point you cannot hear me, please let me know. But anyways, we will get started with council. Welcome back to Red Carpet Council. We only have half the team here. Some people are still getting back into the swing of things from the break. Some people are still celebrating. So we'll go to their questions first. One of those people was Crow. I said, Crow, they're coming back from such a long break. Is it difficult to get back into the swing of strategy? And Crow said, this is a very profound answer. Yes, absolutely. I simply don't want to. I can understand that. Unfortunately, we do have to get back to the game. And one of the things that happened over the break was, well, really one of the only things, because you guys just made music videos for a week, was that Cindy did end up having to walk from the game. And I said, Matt, how did Cindy walking affect this vote? And Matt said, this is our first vote as a new team, and lines haven't been drawn in the sand or anything yet. So losing someone early really shifts the dynamic. Planning around an 8-person vote is very different from a 9-person vote. And I think that has definitely added to the uncertainty of the round. Which is kind of what I asked Milo. I said, Milo, with Cindy and Keegan leaving back to back, the original icons are down in numbers. So does that give you the confidence since you're an original star? But Milo said, not really. I don't feel like this game is stars versus icons anymore after that other council. So not really. Who knows what the other team will do at merge. So that is something to think of for this council, because going in, the original stars were up, and now with Cindy walking, there is even more of an number favor in that regard. Allison, does that make you nervous at all since you are not an original star?
Yes and no. I feel like I've been pretty good about talking to people that were original stars. I also think that I am a star in my head, so it was only fitting that I was here eventually. I'm also an icon, so I think I'm an iconic star. So either way, wherever I go, I'd be great. So I think that in terms of just like talking to people, like I'm good at that. And then I feel like I'm also good at just like consistently chatting with people. So I feel like as long as like I make a good relationship with people, then in the end I can only do so much. I think that um I think it was what Milo said. Like I don't think it's just like a stars versus icons thing anymore. I think it's like there could be stuff going on the other side that could be like big, and then we get into merge and it's definitely not a stars versus icons anymore. So yeah.
Yeah, so like you said, everyone is both a star and an icon. Virtually no distinction between them. So really, it's like we merged on day one. It's like there is no merge when we merged on day one, but also we were not merged at all. Rose, so for this vote, I mean, you guys had a really long break, so like more than you usually would get in a game before coming into this vote. So does that make it a little harder to get back into it? Like you're kind of just like, let's take the easy vote, or is there more to it?
Um, I mean, taking a break from the game, depending on like how you spend the break. If you spend the break obsessing over the game because you have nothing else to do, then I guess it's not hard. But for me, getting back into like the swing of voting people off was kind of, uh, I mean, it wasn't jarring because like taking the break, you relax, but really that break is like it's a period in the game. You have to take advantage of it, like recuperate if you're getting stressed. Um, take care of yourself, honestly. And then when you get back to it, you have to be ready to like get back into the swing of things at any point in the game, because you could argue that even during the game you could have like a break if you're never going to council. So you need to like in playing Survivor, you need to be ready to like get on top of things, get into the swing of things quickly, because merge is going to happen and you're going to have to vote if you make it there.
I guess that is true because for some people, for example, Chris, you haven't voted anyone out in quite some time. It's been like weeks at this point. So for you, out of the people here, you're in a unique position. I guess you and Rose both, where like you haven't cast a vote really recently at all? And a lot has happened since the last time you went to council. Does that, like, how does that make this go for you?
For me, I think I've just been trying to take it day by day because this is an all-star season. There are so many different like connections that you have to consider when you're voting somebody out. Like, if I vote this person out, is it going to piss off this other person that I might want to work with down the line? So it's like you've in another game, like you could just vote people out willy-nilly. So like I'm really happy that I had a longer break with without having to vote anybody out. But I mean, it's part of the game. It's what we all signed up for, and it sucks that we had to go against a behemoth of a music video to get us back to that point. But I don't know, with Emerge coming up in the next couple of rounds, I think it's just really important to consider like who you potentially bring there, and if their connections could either help or hinder you. So I think that's just taken that mindset. I've been, willing to jump back into it, I guess.
It's interesting to hear so many people talk about Emerge, because I think we have 15 people left after this. I've never seen a merge of 15 people, but maybe it's coming soon. Who knows? Ali, like how relevant, I guess, is the merge right now? Are you thinking like, well, it could be soon, so we should plan for it? Or are you like, whatever, we'll address that later?
I first want to give a round of applause for that amazing music video that we did. We did amazing, okay? Like, honestly, like, I think we should have won the challenge easily. 26 points. I think we should have gotten 56 points. So, like, thank you. Thank you for the applause. I know we should have won. I think so. The other team's stupid video didn't even compare. Like, we had Chris's pug. We had Allison's amazing camera. We had Rose's amazing, like, fit, editing, like, the circles. And, of course, we had me. Like, of course, like, I think the hosts were just, like, they were not, I mean, not the host. Freaking the judges were not it. Anyways, the merge, no one has really thought about at all. Really, I've not thought about that, honestly. I'm thinking about how I get past the swap first, and then I think about the merge. Because if you think too far in the line, like oh, for real, you gotta make it past this round to get to the next round. Like, I'm not even thinking about the merge until I make it past this vote. Yeah.
Nice. I think that's a good way to think about things. You got to plan one day at a time. Well, we have no one else here because everyone else did not show up. I didn't know Jay wasn't coming, so I did not ask them a question, but that's okay. But if anyone has anything they'd like to say before we go to the vote, you can, of course, say it right now. Okay, well, he's not here, but I do have something from Matt Summers to read. Let me find it. Matt Summers has said, so with this being the first vote back from the break, because I haven't really been feeling up to my greatest social game, I'm going to exercise some caution and make use of this lovely gift I found in my bag a few rounds ago. Thank you, Secret Santa. So what Matt is talking about, Matt is playing his super old idol, which if you saw last season is essentially an extra immunity necklace. You play it before the votes. So Matt will still be casting a vote. He will still be at council, but you cannot vote for Matt. He is now immune. If anyone else has anything they would like to say, you can definitely say it. Otherwise, we will get to the vote. Okay, with that, I will play everyone's favorite song. I don't know why the music videos weren't to this song. This one is so great. You've got 3 minutes to cast or change your vote, and good luck.
Oh! Paukuvate. Kuonisaro.
Okay, we are back. If anyone has an idol or another advantage you would like to play, now would be the time to do so. Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave council immediately. If they are here, they can say some final words, and if they are not, then they will be sent to the viewing lounge. I will read the votes. First vote, Jay. Second vote, Rose. Third vote, Jay. Fourth vote, Jay. 3 votes Jay, 1 vote Rose. Fifth vote, Jay. Sixth vote, and the next person voted out of Icons and Stars is Jay. Jay, thank you so much for playing. You're not here right now, but hopefully you watch this and you know that we all love you and you are both a star and an icon and an iconic star and a starry icon, all of the above. But with that, Jay is the first victim of our post-break councils, of which there will be many more. Thank you, everyone, and I'll post the challenge